big day, obviously. We talked about it earlier this week. You were really excited, and you mentioned tonight a lot of people coming out. Just how did you feel about the energy, atmosphere, support you got to make this decision?
Yes, sir, man. It feels great. Honestly, I didn't even think this many people would come, but it did. It turned out good. Glad everybody showed up and showed out and supported.
You can hold me a little bit higher.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah. So we hear you now. Did you know for a while it'd be Houston?
Yeah. I'd say like 2-3 months ago, I knew it was gonna be Houston, but I wanted to take all these other visits to see if, they could change my mind and flip my mind. So, but yeah, for a while I knew. I even told, Josh Lewis, and Rashad, I'm locked in. I just today made it public.
What clicked for you at that point, whenever it was 2 or 3 months ago, that made you feel that comfortable, that confident that this was the move?
Man, it was really the coaches. They so amazing. Like, they called me every day. They just FaceTime me. They called me. We just chop it up. The players as well. They text me every day. And like during the spring, you would never see 6 defensive coaches from the staff would come visit you. So they so love heavy. That's why.
The coach said like the whole defensive staff came. How cool is that?
It was cool. It had a lot of coaches come through here, but like they never came that deep. Even Coach Silver, he said that's his first time ever seeing a staff come that deep to, talk to a recruit.
What has been their message to you in terms of how they see you fitting, what they feel like you can bring to not just their program, but their actual defensive scheme?
Right. They see me playing, every position on the front. The more versatile you is, the more play time you'll get. So they see me at all positions down, on the D-line.
What was like the biggest deciding factor, would you say, or for you deciding on a school? What was the most important thing you were looking for?
It was really like the relationship and Coach Fish, the staff came from Tulane, so everywhere Coach Fish go, he built championship program teams, and I like that about the head coach.
What is your relationship so far like with Rashad? How close are y'all? How much are y'all talking? And what are y'all talking about now that he knows that y'all are planning to be college teammates?
Rashad, bro, that's my dog right there. We met like not even too long ago. We just clicked. Before he committed, before Josh committed, we all got this group chat. We talking. We build bonds. Actually, I'm in a group chat with them too. I told them to probably like 3 months ago, I'm gonna lock in with Houston. So it's cool, having somebody from Louisiana, your roommate down there in Houston. So that'll be fun.
Are you hoping you guys could be on alternate edges at the same time, maybe?
Yes, sir. Maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
How about
sir.
Jacob Bradford? He's from Catholic.
Oh yeah. When I see he committed, I knew I was finna commit then. So I texted him and said, what did I tell him? I had sent him some eyes emojis. He told me I need to lock in, so locked in.
The success that Coach Fritz and company are having right now, how concerned should some of these other schools around Louisiana be? Do you think that what they're doing right now, pulling a few of y'all, is going to be kind of the new norm and seeing a lot of Louisiana guys go to Houston? And how much do y'all now start pitching other guys to come join that momentum?
Yes, sir. If you check Coach Fish pass, he win. He create championship team. He started off in JUCO, and I look where he at. Everywhere he go, he just win. And like some of the players, it's our job to recruit too. So we gonna impact. We gonna be impacting Louisiana heavy.
So I think you said at one point you didn't think you'd expect to get here or something like that. What changed for you?
Man, I had a growth spurt. My sophomore year, my freshman year, I didn't get no play time at all. I was just sitting on the bench. Every day I used that as motivation. Got up. My end of my sophomore year, I kept going to camps. Finally got my first offer. I stayed humble. Kept fighting. Kept getting stronger. So then during the season came, got 6'3", 6'4", had the measurements. Started being a dog on the field, and all this stuff just fell in line.
You mentioned the track record of success that Coach Fritz and some of those staff members that have followed him through each stop have had. What have they said about either how similar some things might look with this Houston program to what we've seen at Tulane for the last decade versus what might be a little bit different as they head out to a new place?
He came to Houston to rebuild the program as like he did with all the other schools. So I know. So with our 25 class impacting that, we having the biggest the biggest class Houston ever had. So he changing something over there, definitely.
What do they like about your game?
See, they like I can play every position on D-line. You know, I'm versatile. You know, my hip twitch. You know, all that. My speed. You know, my ball get off. All that. So, you know, they so support heavy. You know, and Coach Giles. You know, shout out to Coach J. You know, for recruiting me heavy. You know, Coach J. He one of the coaches that you can just talk to like your age, watch like word to word. You know, so he played a big part in that factor too. Coach Stout. You know, a lot of more coaches.
Do you have a Louisiana guy or a couple Louisiana guys already in mind that you're kind of next up that you want to see join this class?
Yeah, I know some guys, you know, but I can't say too much. But some changes are gonna come in the future.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, sir.
What would your advice be to guys like yourself coming up in the program, in the Baton Rouge area, that maybe were lightly recruited to start their careers? You know, what advice would you give them?
Yes, sir. Man, don't be discouraged. Like, don't. You always believe in God. You know, have faith, motivation. You know, wake up every day. You know, you're not the only person waking up at that 6 o'clock. You know, working out. I mean, it all depends on how hard you do it and how hard you work. So just keep pushing the fight, no matter the odds. I used to get doubted all the time. People tell me I was big for nothing, I was tall for nothing. And I took that as motivation, and look where I'm at now. So,
What's next for you? What are your goals now?
Really, you know, I'm committed now. You know, play this season with my teammates. Don't worry about the recruiting process. You know, try to build and win a state championship team. We fell short round 3 last year, so just to focus on my team this year, not the recruiting piece.